Hey there, folks, and welcome to another Factorio Reddit Weekly. I'm Exterminator, and thanks again for joining me. And we are actually on time today, on a Monday. I'm excited to get back into this, and we're just gonna hop straight in, starting with this top one. In the newest Steam Deck video from Valve, the first game they show footage of is Factorio. That's pretty awesome, honestly. Wow, that is really cool. Now you can make the factory grow while you're on a break in your real job. Yes, growing the factory is my real job. I've taken a second job, however, that pays better. Yeah, some people's second job usually pays better than Factorio. Um, they're marketing to me directly. Oh man, that's pretty funny. This is how you make that car trip go by in 30 seconds, right? Like, that's a way to make a road trip go by fast. At first, I thought this was a picture of someone doing this while driving, and I was going to be really concerned. But I'm glad they're in the car, but they're passenger at least. The green square of solar panel accumulators have about the same max output as the nuclear station in the red square. This is really, really good. This is an excellent visualization and demonstration of the differences and pros and cons of solar and nuclear. People ask me, especially in my current playthrough, I've had a lot of people ask me, like, why I don't go solar. In my current stream playthrough, I'm on a ribbon world. And this is my answer, but it's hard to demonstrate, really, but this is an excellent demonstration. So, like, 5 gigawatts, and by the way, this is an absolutely enormous area of of space. Like, this is an ore patch, and this is like a big build right here. Like, these are big builds. Like, you can see the size of these trains. Look how much surface area this takes, and then compare it to this. Like, this is this is a good demonstration. Now, obviously, there's pros and cons, because the other difference is that this, like UPS and game performance wise, basically costs nothing. Whereas this does have a fairly big impact. And then it would, continue up from there. The more nuclear you build, the more of an impact it's going to have. And then solar just doesn't matter. You can make something 10 times this size. And the panels and accumulators themselves don't really count as anything. That's just, I really like this a lot as a demonstration. Let's see here. Already have your mind blown? Factorio solar panels are 6.66 times as powerful as they should be. Granted, Factorio doesn't take place on Earth, where you can get this from 100% efficient solar panel. Current panels are in the range, but instead, with a 9 meter square panel, Factorio claims we get 60 kilowatts. If you had a planet with 60 kilowatt a minute, it'd look more like Venus than Earth. I'm interested in reading this. So anyway, though, that isn't the half of it. Nuclear still takes up far too much land for the energy. If you want an idea for just how dense nuclear power should be, look at Nuclear Rebalance mod. This doesn't... Okay. I guess this does kind of demonstrate. That mod also brings the energy contained in various forms of nuclear fuel in line with reality. So basically, even though this stuff is crazy in Factorio, it's still way better than what it would be in real life, which is kind of an interesting comparison. Gate is quite interesting. Whoa. Oh my god, this is crazy. What the heck? I feel like there's no way this doesn't lag the game. This is actually extremely satisfying to me for some reason. Now drive a vehicle through it. Nuclear power tank, please. Man, that's super cool. Factorio useless machine. This upsets me. Useless, it consumes power and produces pollution. Alright. Actually, yeah, that's very useful. Never mind, I was wrong. I introduced my boyfriend to Factorio. He won't stop calling inserters leggy feeders. My 3 boys got introduced to Factorio at a young age, and we call them Grabby Nabbers from the cartoon Little Einstein. I love this name so much. I almost want to start calling this Grabber Nabbers. Oh, I call long answers Daddy Long Arms. That's pretty great too, actually. 6 full, 6 half belts, 6 full to 6 half belts with balancing. Oh, that's pretty cool. Logistic stress on belts is the most cursed thing I have seen this week. Where do you put yours? This is pretty cool though, taking advantage of mostly side loading. I don't actually see any prioritization on the splitters, although they may not have advanced info on it, doesn't look like, so it's possible they are. Overall, pretty good. How about solar? How about some solar? 46 gigawatts. Gigawatts. I'm pretty sure we saw this. Yeah, we saw this last week. Quick look though. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. The amount of solar panels in space that is. Modded. Octable compressed raw fish. Miss that Minecraft mod. I definitely am not aware of that Minecraft mod, but interesting. Item from Recursion mod pack. In order to get space science, you need to research satellite, which also requires space science. So how do you get the first space science? Launch octable compressed raw fish into space. Of course, it doesn't make any sense to me either. The only way to get raw fish is from this recipe at 1/10,000 chance. Okay. I don't know why you do that, but all right. That feeling when you finish plugging in that first big green circuit factory. Oh, this is so satisfying. Also, I love... What are these purple things? Is this vanilla? Anyway, sorry, distraction. I love that they did keep like all this forestation and stuff here. It really does add kind of a nice feel to stuff. I like it a lot. This is super satisfying. The green circuit's like in kind of the forested area with the train station and stuff. Very satisfying. Can't remember that feeling too deep in a Bob's angle at this point. Oh look, I have 10th of a belt of cobalt. Looks good to me. Jonesy block. Okay, yeah. This makes my brain explode. Spaghetti. Oof. You either go for perfectionist, completely organized, or you do this. Honestly, it doesn't bother me as long as you stick to the design philosophy of if it works, then it works. This is like spaghetti, but kind of organized spaghetti. Like there is some symmetry-ish in organization going on here. And I heard, as it were, the noise of thunder, one of the 4 beasts saying, "Come and see." And I saw and behold, spaghetti. Nice. My friend is awesome. He made a Factorio birthday card. Do check the comment with a link of full size. Okay. Oh, so this was last week. I was okaying at this size. So this is super cool. This is like a poster, basically, is my understanding. They had a better picture of it. Here we go. Yeah, so this is really cool. I'm not going to go to the thing in the comments because it's going to take forever to load due to the size, but this is really, really cool. Definitely check out last week's video if you didn't see this in depth, but really cool. Am I doing it right? Goodbye. No, you can't craft red and greens. You only need 1 lab. There's a mod that lets you research pocket crafting speed. If you're pocket crafting degenerate like myself, then I recommend it. I pocket craft a lot, but this makes me very uncomfortable and almost infuriated. Like, oh my god. It's ridiculous. In Factorio, what we call robots would be called drones in real life. In drones, robots equals drones. That is interesting. In Factorio, what we call inserters would be called robots. That is very true. Everything in Factorio is robots or robot parts. If it's not a robot part, like a bite or a tree, you're not getting rid of it fast enough. Oh, this comment is absolutely fantastic. Yes. If it's any organic organism like biters or trees, then you just can't get rid of it fast enough. Oh man. Reminder that this exists. Ah yes, this is very cool. We've seen some of these in the past. Factorio is a game when you make trains and rockets out of millions of SD cards. Yes. In order to carry SD cards to make machines which make more SD cards. So here's the links to the person who made this. They make great gifts and keychains. Yeah, they're really cool. I have some as well. So, very cool. This little rust spot has been the bane of my existence ever since I know Kate. Thanks. Ever since I noticed it, may need to go full screen to see. Oh my god. Oh, on the top of the gear, is that what it's pointing to? What? There's some funny things going on in the animation, not just this one. Have a good long look at the Steam generator engine, for example. Forgivable indeed. Yes, I love this game. Magical rust spot on that as well. I think he meant the magical piston arms phasing through the gear shafts they're connected to. Okay, I don't know. I keep accidentally side-clicking my mouse button. Okay, we have looked at this before, but... Oh. Yeah. There's that. It's forgivable, though. Like, it's such a tiny detail. Never used that underground belt trick until now. My science setup. Oh, yes. Belt weaving. Such a helpful thing to do. I don't know why so many people look down on belt weaving. It helps in so many ways. Yeah, this is, like... This is so good. Belt weaving is an excellent tactic, and I'm so glad that it's a thing in the game. The devs could have made it so it wasn't, and I'm really glad that that's not the case. Contemplating if I should buy Factorio, advice needed. I mean, you've come to the wrong place. I don't think there's anyone here who's going to tell you not to buy it. I don't have the luxury to spend a lot on games, so I'm wondering if I should buy this game. I played Auction Not Included and love building complicated chapters, but it seemed too tame with no enemies. Should I buy this game or look at something else? Any recommendations? Very appreciated. I'm sure people recommended the demo. The community of Factorio recommends buying Factorio. Yes. The number of factories must grow. So after they spent 2 hours on the demo, as a fine crowd here is pointing me towards, I kind of want to play it more, but I barely spaghettied 8 red and green science packs. And I'm going to automate 6 different kinds of those. Oh, my head hurts already. And unsurprisingly, I was going to say someone probably gifted it before I read this. Someone gifted it in the game. I have no choice but to lose myself in this game now. See you all soon. So, that's awesome. Best of luck to him. The no-nonsense Tileable Science Lab. Oh, I like this. I like this a lot. They certainly don't need full belts of this, though. These could all share a belt for sure. Yeah. Overall good, though. Well, this is a problem. That looks a lot like my training networks usually are about 50% of the time. Make sure to record yourself fixing this. I feel random unexpected train encounter could be in your future. This is me. Today you learned all rails equals one direction only. Yes. 450 signs per minute, al dente with a little bit of spaghetti. Okay, yeah, I see a little spaghetti mixed in here. Some nice lasagna going on here, though. I'm interested. This is like a lot of trains and stuff for such a small bus. It's not this is not like a negative. I'm just interested. This is because I'm like looking at this. I'm like, wow, this is so much train delivery, and then it's like this is actually a really small main bus. Of course, it is beacon stuff, so that helps. Very cool though. I mean, that is very compact for 450 science per minute. 1,400 hours. I never thought about burner power plants that only used oil solid fuel. Oh my goodness, I'm driving you guys crazy. I'm sure I'm driving myself crazy. Maybe I'll just right click from this point on. Just figured out the most miracle thing you can run a power plant. I'll simply oil, no coal needed, max pollution. F the bugs on anyone that looks like them. Okay, actually solid fuel is not more polluting than coal and Factorio. That is very true. So the best bet is probably to just run off coal, or even better, wood. Because then you're burning the trees, create more pollution to kill the trees, which you'll then burn. Just started playing this game today and am addicted. I have no idea what's the point of it all, but I'm enjoying it. Nice. I love this like massively long steam pipe that goes somewhere. I'm not sure where, but I'm guessing this actually comes from a boiler that's super far away. We got another one. I love that. It's such a perfect comment, even though it's so simple. Utility science is no joke. Everything outside the red rectangle is just utility science. Are you sure? This is not modded or something? Like, this seems a little ridiculous. So this is all utility science? I mean, it looks like they're building on an absolutely massive scale, so that makes a big difference. Like, this is ridiculous. I mean, it certainly does not even need to be remotely this big. Why do you have the same shortcut bar twice, and why is there copper ore in it? Oh, it's yellow science. This is hilarious. Yeah. I mean, yellow science is really complicated, to be fair. Like, in comparison to other stuff, because there's just a lot of advanced things you need to make. Once you get used to it, it's not the hardest thing, but like as a first or second or third time doing it, it can be pretty overwhelming. I bought the game today. Well, congrats. And I'm sorry. It's an interesting setup here. Okay, yeah, so they have water, and then a boiler, and then a split. I mean, this works. This actually works. It's a perfect ratio. I've just never seen something quite like this. I like their little kind of bootstrap setup here. See you in January. If you're lucky. Sorry, I guess we'll see you next Christmas because we're not seeing you this one. Just launched my first rocket after 60 hours and restarting twice. Huge congrats. That is awesome. I bet it's a really good feeling. Hopefully they put a satellite in there so they can get space science. Had some close calls mid-game since I had very few trees to stop pollution. Then I realized how good lasers were to keep me safe. Couldn't figure out train crossing, so I just let them hit each other every once in a while and automatically repaired them with robots. This is hilarious. A lot of spaghetti, but I'm excited to start a new game now with a better plan. This train thing is hilarious. It sounds honestly like something I would do at some point. When you cancel hundreds of queued up items that you didn't need with a full inventory. Whoops. Oh man, it's in the smelters too. This is like the worst place to have this happen. Time for a Deconstruction Planner filter to items on ground and some patience. Yeah. Best of luck to ya. You might want to like cut and purge all your lines before it gets too far into your factory. Don't you sometimes love to just stare at your factory while it's working? Be it bots, belts, changes, watching a hard work pay off is amazing to see and feel who else feels the same. Only for a few seconds after a new build is finished. After that, I need more any resource here. Yes. It is super satisfying to just sit back and watch what you build. And honestly, like, just to see how you progress. I really feel this in more so, I would say, multiplayer games, just because of like how like having multiple people kind of compounds. So in these science battles, particularly, like Colonel Will and I are doing science battles against another team, and I'm honestly like kind of blown away, like how you just start from nothing, and then in a 4-hour span, we just built like an entire factory. Now, obviously, speedrunners do this too. Speedrunners are even a better example of it. It's just like how you can go from literally nothing in just a couple hours to this like sprawling factory. And the other cool thing, and this is a little bit of a tangent, but I just think it's really cool about Factorio is due to the level of automation. If you choose to, you can have like a compounding snowball expansion effect, I guess, to a certain point. Because once you get a certain level of automation going, like it just becomes easier and easier to expand and build. Because like once you get robots and blueprints, and then like make everything and stuff to supply things, you can just plop down blueprints and expand and get more resources to expand more. It kind of just snowballs on itself. I just find that really, really kind of cool to just look back at once you've done it. And I think this is going to do it. I'm going to look at this last one because I'm intrigued. Is it functional? Technically. Is it at all optimized? Absolutely not. I wish I had not looked at that. Okay. We're going to end it here. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I do hope you enjoyed. As always, if you did, a like is appreciated, and feel free to subscribe and such to keep up with future content. Turn on notifications. I'd love to hear what you have to say in the comments. I do always enjoy reading that. And until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.